Welcome to my channel Most Worth Coins WC. Today videos is one you won't to miss. We're diving into the world of coins, so let's get it started. The 1965 Elizabeth II Two Shillings Florin is a copper-nickel coin 75% Cu, 25% knee-struck, for general circulation in the United Kingdom, and a distinctive product of the pre-decimal era, enduring in use well into the decimal system. Weighing approximately 11.31 grams and measuring 28.3 to 28.5 millimeters in diameter with a reeded edge and metal orientation. It was produced by the Royal Mint from 1954 through 1967. With the 1965 edition, featuring Queen Elizabeth II's first portrait laureate bust, facing right by Mary Gillick, surrounded by the legend Elizabeth Today Gratia Regina, by the grace of God, Queen. The reverse, crafted by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas, presents a Tudor rose at the center, encircled by thistles, shamrocks, and leeks, representing England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. Above the floral design appears the Latin Fid Def, short for Fidei Defensor, Defender of the Faith, with 2 shillings and the year 1965 inscribed below it. This imagery emblemizes the national unity of the UK. The coin has a thickness of around 2.1 to 2.5 millimeters and qualifies under numismatic catalogs as KM number 906. In 1965, a considerable mintage of approximately 48.7 million coins rolled off the mint presses, designating it as a C-class common issue, but surviving examples in good condition are still sought after. Circulation officially ended when the florin was demonetized on the 30th of June 1993, having by then functioned as the equivalent of the decimal 10-pence coin until the smaller redesign of the 10-pence in 1992. Regarding present value, worn pieces typically command between 5 pence and £2, while higher grades, including uncirculated or proof specimens, can fetch around £4, £5, roughly $4.50. Collectors prize the coin for its elegant design, symbolism, and role as one of the last large pre-decimal florins, before decimalization, offering both historical richness and accessibility to numismatists. Overall, the 1965 Elizabeth II florin stands as an enduring piece of British coinage history. 11.31 gramos, 28.3 millimeters metal-aligned copper-nickel florin, featuring Gillick's obverse, Fuller, Thomas reverse, Fid Def legend, and a floral display signifying UK unity. Minted in large numbers but still collectible today. The 1967 Elizabeth II Two Shillings Coin, commonly known as the florin, occupies a significant place in British numismatic history as the final regular date florin before full decimalization, a robust and artfully designed copper-nickel piece weighing approximately 11.3 grams, with a diameter of about 28.5 millimeters, thickness near 2.5 millimeters, a reeded edge, and metal alignment. Struck at the Tower Hill Royal Mint, its obverse features Mary Gillick's delicately laurel-crowned first portrait effigy of a young Queen Elizabeth II facing right, encircled by the Latin legend plus Elizabeth Today Gratia Regina, by the grace of God, Queen, with the designer's initials MG subtly encused at the neckline. On the reverse, the celebrated floral motif, crafted by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas, presents a Tudor rose symbolic of England, by thistles, shamrocks, and leeks to represent Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. Crowning this design is the inscription FIDDEF, Fidei Defensor, Defender of the Faith, followed below by the denomination 2 shillings 1967, with the engraver's initials EF and CT positioned above the date. Catalogs recognize this issue as KM number 906, recording a mintage of approximately 39.7 million, sometimes rounded to 22 million for London. Strikes with a C rarity classification due to its wide availability. Although decimalization made way for a 10-pence piece in 1968, matching this coin's size and metal, the florin remained in circulation until the 30th of June 1993, when the smaller 1p coin replaced it permanently. Modern market values hinge on condition. In very good VG to fine F states, one typically trades for 5 pence to 15 pence. Extremely fine EF specimens go for around 50 pence, while about uncirculated O examples may reach £1, and fully uncirculated UNC condition coins fetch approximately £1 and 50 pence, £3, with choice specimens occasionally reaching £4 or more. In summary, the 1967 Elizabeth II florin is not merely a winding down of the pre-decimal era, but a symbol of national identity melding regal iconography, historical continuity, and design unity. The cupro-nickel florin stands as both a functional, numismatic relic of everyday use and a collectible historical artifact, capturing Britain's transition from traditional pound SD currency to the decimal system while retaining its Victorian-era floral heraldry until its final minting. In 1967, The Royal Mint produced the last circulating florins of the Elizabeth II era. Just before decimalization, about 22 million dated coins struck in London, with an additional proof-only issue. In 1974, collectors cast and cupro nickel 75% copper, 25% nickel. The coin weighs approximately 11.3 grams, measures 28.3 to 28.5 millimeters across, with a thickness around 2.5 millimeters, and features a retted, milled edge and metal alignment. Obverse, the First World portrait by Mary Gillick depicts a laureate, young Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, surrounded by the legend plus Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. The designer's initials MGRNQs on her neck. Reverse, crafted by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas. The design features a Tudor rose at its center, emblematic of England, encircled by thistles, shamrocks, and leeks, representing Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. Above is the Latin fid def, fidei, defensor, defender of the faith, while below reads 2 shillings 1967, designer initials EF and CT, sit above the date. The florin 2 shillings was valued at 1/10 of a pound, equivalent to 24 old pence, and is listed in numismatic catalogs as KM number 906. It's the culmination of the Elizabeth II florin series, 1953 to 1967, with proof coins dated 1970, released for collectors after circulation ceased. These florins remained legal tender after decimalization on the 15th of February 1971, functioning as 10-pence coins until the introduction of smaller 10-pence pieces. They were formally demonetized on the 30th of June 1993, with a mintage of roughly 22 million. The 1967 florin is classified as a common C rarity. In terms of value, worn, circulated examples typically sell for 5 pence, 1 pound and 50 pence. While extremely fine or uncirculated coins fetch 1 pound and 50 pence, 3 pounds, occasionally rising higher for top quality pieces, some reaching 1.50 or 3 pounds in the UK market. Online listings show similar ranges, with uncirculated specimens often retailing between 3 pounds, 5 pounds, roughly $4, $7 USD. Historical anecdotes. Note that florins and other pre-decimal coins were still commonly encountered in everyday change throughout the 1970s and 1980s. Even as late as the early 1990s, and were only fully phased out upon official demonetization. In summary, the 1967 florin is a heavyweight copper-nickel coin, 11.3 grams, 28.5 millimeters, graced with Gillick's portrait and floral reverse, minted in high numbers, yet reflective of a transitional era. Its blend of historical context, design richness, and accessible collector value makes it a compelling piece of British numismatic heritage.